When people think of China, images of majestic mountains, ancient palaces, and vibrant cities come to mind. China, with its vast territory, deep-rooted culture, and millennia-old history, offers a tapestry of wonders that captivate the soul and spark the imagination. From the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas to the limestone karsts of Guilin, from the Forbidden City's imperial glory to the futuristic skyline of Shanghai, every corner of China whispers stories of its past, present, and dreams of the future. Traveling across this immense and diverse land is like peeling back the layers of a grand epic, revealing treasures in every chapter. Our journey through China begins in the north, where history echoes through ancient walls and imperial relics stand proud under Beijing's crisp skies. Beijing, the heart of imperial China. Beijing, the capital city, is a breathtaking introduction to the soul of China. Here, the past and the present coexist in a delicate balance. In one moment, you can be standing before the vast Tiananmen Square, the political heart of modern China, and in the next, you'll find yourself wandering through the immense courtyards and intricate halls of the Forbidden City. This sprawling palace complex was home to emperors for over 500 years and remains one of the most iconic symbols of China's imperial past. Walking through its vermilion gates, past golden rooftops and marble bridges, one cannot help but feel the grandeur of a bygone era. Nearby, the Temple of Heaven offers a peaceful respite. Built in the 15th century, it was the place where emperors once prayed for good harvests. Its circular architecture symbolizes heaven, and the surrounding park comes alive every morning with locals practicing Tai Chi, dancing, and flying kites, a true window into daily Chinese life. To the northwest of the city lies the Summer Palace, an imperial retreat that blends natural beauty with architectural elegance. Its vast lake, stone bridges, and ornate halls reflect the opulence of Qing dynasty royalty. On a summer afternoon, the sound of paddle boats gently gliding through the water and the scent of blooming lotuses transform the palace into a dreamlike escape. Yet no visit to Beijing would be complete without walking along the Great Wall of China. Just a couple of hours outside the city, this colossal feat of ancient engineering winds its way over mountains and valleys, stretching as far as the eye can see. Places like Muxianyu and Jinshanling offer less crowded yet stunning sections where you can walk the wall's ramparts and imagine the watchful eyes of soldiers from centuries ago. The Great Wall is not just a wall, it is a testament to China's perseverance, ingenuity, and the scale of its historical vision. While the ancient structures of Beijing narrate the story of imperial China, the city is also a thriving modern metropolis. The sleek lines of the Bird's Nest Olympic Stadium, the futuristic CCTV headquarters, and the trendy art district of 798 illustrate the city's creative pulse and its place in the global conversation. Beijing is where old dynasties linger in the shadow of innovation, creating a city both timeless and forward-looking. Xi'an, the ancient capital and the silent army of clay. As we journey southwest from Beijing, the city of Xi'an emerges as the beating heart of ancient China. Long before Beijing rose to prominence, Xi'an was the capital of multiple dynasties, including the Qin, Han, and Tang. It was from this ancient city that the Silk Road began, reaching all the way to the Mediterranean, carrying silk, spices, and ideas that would shape the ancient world. Xi'an is not just a city, it is a living museum where history rests beneath every street and whispers through every alley. The most iconic wonder of Xi'an is without question the Terracotta Army. Discovered in 1974 by local farmers digging a well, the army is part of the vast tomb complex of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of unified China. As you enter the massive excavation site, now housed within several protective hangars, an awe-inspiring sight greets you. Thousands of life-size soldiers, each with a unique face, hairstyle, and armor, standing in silent formation as if awaiting orders that will never come. Horses, chariots, and generals stand ready, frozen in time for over 2 millennia. The craftsmanship and ambition of this army reflect not only the power of Emperor Qin, but also the obsessive quest for immortality that drove him to such grandeur. But the terracotta warriors are just the beginning. The ancient city wall of Xi'an, one of the best preserved in the world, still stands tall and mighty. Built during the Ming Dynasty, it encircles the old city for nearly 14 kilometers and is wide enough to ride a bicycle or even a golf cart atop. From this vantage point, you can see the layers of the city. Ancient temples nestled between modern buildings, and centuries-old pagodas casting shadows on bustling streets. At the heart of the old city lies the bell tower and drum tower, symbols of timekeeping in imperial China. Just a short walk away is the Muslim Quarter, a lively maze of narrow alleys and vibrant market stalls. Here, the scent of cumin, chili, and fresh bread fills the air. The Muslim Hui community has thrived in Xi'an for centuries, and the area is a feast for the senses. You can taste specialties like yen gru paoma, crumbled flatbread soaked in lamb soup, rujiamo, Chinese hamburger with spiced meat, and skewers grilled over open flames. The Great Mosque, hidden behind a market, is a peaceful oasis blending Chinese architectural style with Islamic tradition and a powerful reminder of Xi'an's multicultural heritage. Further outside the city, the Big Wild Goose Pagoda rises serenely above the skyline. Built in the Tang dynasty, it was the repository of Buddhist scriptures brought back from India by the monk Xuanzang, a figure immortalized in the classic novel Journey to the West. The pagoda not only offers historical depth but also panoramic views of the city and its ever-evolving landscape. Xi'an is more than ancient stones and silent warriors. It is a place where the wisdom of the past converses with the hopes of the present. As night falls, the city lights shimmer off the ancient walls and the bustling night markets awaken with laughter, clinking chopsticks, and the aroma of 1,000 spices. In Xi'an, the spirit of old China still lives, proud, poetic, and eternally compelling. Zhangjiajie and Guilin, the breathtaking landscapes that inspired legends. As we journey deeper into the heart of China, the cities and imperial relics give way to landscapes that seem to have been painted by the hand of an artist with an eye for the surreal. These are places where stone touches the sky and rivers sing lullabies to the mountains. It is here, in Zhangjiajie and Guilin, that nature takes center stage as both sculptor and storyteller. Our first destination is Zhangjiajie, a region in Hunan province that defies all expectations. It was once a relatively unknown area until its otherworldly quartz sandstone pillars captured global attention as the inspiration for James Cameron's Floating Mountains in Avatar. Today, the Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, part of the larger Wulingyuan Scenic Area, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most astonishing natural wonders on the planet. Upon entering the park, you are greeted by a forest unlike any other, not one of trees, but of stone. Thousands of towering sandstone pillars, some reaching over 200 meters high, stand like silent sentinels shrouded in mist. The light plays tricks as it filters through the fog, turning the landscape into a dreamscape of shadows and illusions. These formations have names as poetic as their appearance: Heaven Pillar, Southern Sky Column, and Five Fingers Peak, each a testament to the human impulse to understand and mythologize nature's grandeur. One of the most thrilling ways to experience Zhangjiajie is by stepping onto the glass bridge that spans a canyon 300 meters above the ground. As the wind whistles around you and the glass beneath your feet reveals the vertiginous drop below, there is a rush of adrenaline, awe, and humility. For the less faint of heart, the Tianmen Mountain Cableway offers a breathtaking ride from the city of Zhangjiajie to the summit of Tianmen Mountain, often cited as the longest cable car ride in the world. At the summit, the Heaven's Gate, a massive natural arch carved by centuries of wind and rain, awaits like a gateway to another realm. After the dizzying heights and stone pillars of Zhangjiajie, we descend into the calm, fluid poetry of Guilin, located in Guangxi province. If Zhangjiajie is vertical and dramatic, Guilin is horizontal and contemplative. Its landscape is dominated by karst mountains, soft, rounded peaks that rise gently from the earth like the humps of sleeping dragons. The Li River, winding lazily between these green monoliths, creates reflections so perfect they seem painted. Ancient Chinese poets and painters have long celebrated this region, and it's not hard to see why. A cruise along the Li River from Guilin to Yangshuo is a journey through one of Earth's most iconic landscapes. Along the way, you pass fishing villages, bamboo groves, and farmers working the rice paddies. Buffalo bathe in the shallows, and traditional cormorant fishermen, once a common sight, now largely performing for tourists, stand silhouetted against the rising sun. Every bend in the river brings a new view, a new painting come to life. Yangshuo, a small town at the end of the cruise, is a haven for travelers seeking peace and connection with nature. You can rent a bike and ride through the countryside, climb Moon Hill for panoramic views, or simply sit in a riverside cafe as dusk settles and the peaks disappear into the blue twilight. Here, time slows. Conversations become deeper, laughter comes easier, and the rhythms of the land start to feel like your own. In both Zhangjiajie and Guilin, we witness two contrasting faces of China's natural beauty. One wild and dramatic, the other serene and poetic. Together, They form a powerful reminder that China's wonders are not limited to its palaces or monuments. Its landscapes speak their own ancient language, one of mist and stone, water and wind, and in their silence, they teach us to listen, to look closer, and to feel more deeply. Shanghai, the city of lights, legends, and limitless dreams. To speak of modern China without mentioning Shanghai would be like trying to describe a phoenix without its wings. Perched at the mouth of the Yangtze River, Shanghai is not just a city. It is a phenomenon, a living, breathing testament to transformation, ambition, and audacity. Here, tradition and modernity don't just coexist. They dance, constantly weaving a story that feels both ancient and futuristic. Arriving in Shanghai is like stepping into the future. The first glimpse of the Pudong skyline, with its dazzling skyscrapers and neon glow, leaves visitors spellbound. The Oriental Pearl Tower, with its unique spheres and commanding height, dominates the view, while the sleek Shanghai Tower, twisting elegantly into the clouds, ranks among the tallest buildings in the world. At night, these towers come alive with color, turning the skyline into a symphony of light that rivals any in the world. Yet, across the Huangpu River, on the opposite bank, lies the Bund, a timeless stretch of colonial architecture that whispers stories of Shanghai's days as the Paris of the East. Walking along the Bund feels like stepping into a different era. The stately facades of the Customs House, Peace Hotel, and HSBC building echo the city's past as a treaty port and global crossroads. As you gaze across the river at the ultra-modern skyline of Pudong, the juxtaposition is striking, a visual metaphor for Shanghai's identity, balanced perfectly between what was and what is becoming. Beyond the iconic waterfront, Shanghai reveals itself through its neighborhoods. Xintiandi, once a cluster of traditional Shikumen houses, has been transformed into a fashionable district of boutiques, cafes, and galleries, blending heritage architecture with chic modernism. Tianzifang, hidden within a labyrinth of alleyways in the French concession, brims with artistic energy, each corner revealing tiny art studios, handcrafted jewelry shops, and cozy bars where expats and locals mingle over jazz and Chinese wine. History lives in the quiet corners of Yuyuan Garden, a classical Chinese garden dating back to the Ming Dynasty. Amid the rush of the city, this garden is a sanctuary of stone bridges, koi-filled ponds, and intricately carved pavilions. Just outside its gates, the old city bazaar bursts with life, offering everything from steaming baskets of xiaolongbao to intricately painted teapots. Shanghai's culinary scene is as dynamic as the city itself. From world-class Michelin-starred restaurants to time-honored dumpling stalls, food in Shanghai is an exploration of contrasts and flavors. The city's signature dishes, like shengjianbo, pan-fried buns with juicy pork fillings, and hairy crab in autumn, offer a taste of its rich regional culture. Meanwhile, international chefs have brought every corner of the globe into Shanghai's kitchens, making it one of Asia's most exciting gastronomic destinations. And yet, perhaps the most extraordinary thing about Shanghai isn't just its scale or speed, but its spirit. This is a city that dreams relentlessly. You can feel it in the ambition of tech entrepreneurs in co-working spaces, in the vision of architects reshaping skylines, in the quiet persistence of dancers rehearsing under moonlight in a city park. It's a place where anything feels possible, where a century-old tea house can share a street with a cutting-edge robotics lab, and where a rickshaw might roll past a Tesla showroom. Shanghai is not a city you simply visit, it's a city you experience. It's in the taste of soy sauce caramel and chili oil, in the rush of wind atop a glass skywalk, in the hush of incense in a hidden temple, and in the buzz of voices in a subway packed at midnight. It's in the past, present, and future all at once. As our journey through Shanghai comes to a close, we leave not just with photographs or souvenirs, but with the memory of a city that never pauses, one that invites the world to witness its rhythm, its beauty, and its boundless potential. And as the lights of the skyline shimmer in the distance, we know that Shanghai is not just a destination. It is a dream in motion. From the ancient whispers of the Forbidden City to the eternal watch of the Terracotta Army, from the floating spires of Zhangjiajie to the poetic landscapes of Guilin and Yangshuo, the journey through China's greatest wonders is one that transcends geography. It is a voyage through history, myth, culture, and the unrelenting force of nature. Each location tells a story, not just of emperors and empires, of painters and poets, but of the very human desire to understand the world and our place in it. China is vast, complex, and endlessly layered. It is a country where the past is never far from the present, where stone speaks as clearly as song, where the ancient and the modern are not opposites but companions. Traveling across its lands, one discovers not only places but reflections of humanity's capacity to build, preserve, and marvel. To walk the Great Wall is to feel the pulse of history beneath your feet. To stand in the Yellow Mountains is to commune with the infinite. To drift on the Li River is to become a poem. And to stand at the edge of Zhangjiji's cliffs is to believe, if only for a moment, that we are capable of touching the sky. This is China, not just a nation, but a world unto itself. And its wonders, like its spirit, are eternal.